Time for Snowball to read Diary of the Fair Argarine. Diary of Fair Argarine, translated from Volmer text by Calcimo of Markarth. Forward. The dates noted in this diary are translated literally. This verbiage matches no known modern measure of time and is assumed to be a custom form of counting the days and months. Excavation of ancient Falmer slave quarters have turned up brass vessels very similar to a deep bowl with 20 markings crudely etched onto the inside. Falmer scholars theorize that this bowl would be placed under a drip of water coming from an overhanging rock. As the bowl filled, the water's level would reach these markings, thus indicating a crude passage of time. Because of this diary, the vessel has been called a Kulnir, a primitive Falmer timekeeping device. Third marking, 10th Kulnir. It feels like years since we were forced into hiding. I dare not write where we stay for fear of endangering the good people of this house should this diary be discovered. We have been shown a kindness by this family once known to the Snow Prince. Even in death, his great influence has ensured our safety. We were separated from many of our kin along the road when it became increasingly difficult to travel discreetly in our numbers. We were forced to go our separate ways and travel only at night. I have heard no news of where the others may have gone and fear I never shall. Our lives are forever changed. Yes, you trusted the Dwemer. 7th marking, 10th Kulnir. In the night, I find it difficult not to focus on times past. There are moments in my rest when I still hear the laughter of young ones at play in the valley. Almost said volley. I still hear the laughter of young ones at play in the valley. Other times I see the pale flicker of happy moments which were once so common in the land of snow elves. I try not to dwell on these memories too long. Often our surroundings make it impossible to dwell on any happiness. We have been locked together in such close quarters for so long we grow tired of each other's company. Even the strongest of us have faltered with nothing to do but think on what is lost. I wake each day to forlorn faces and am reminded of where we are and all we have left behind. We are all yearning for a day when we can emerge from hiding and walk freely in the light once more, but I fear we are losing all hope that such a day will ever come. 10th marking, wait, hey, stay there. 10th marking, 10th Kulnir. I tire of the tears of women and children. My own have run dry. The men have begun to look upon us as if we are all weak, yet we have survived the same trials as they. I cannot bring myself to think of the numbers we lost in battle, yet I cannot force the images of my own losses from my mind. And now, in a time when our people should be banding together, it feels we are drifting apart. The Nords have truly won. Our once great pride and unity are shattered. If we lose hope now, we will never survive. Today, many, myself included, have tried to speak out in the voices of reason. There can be no hope without talk of our future. We can make no difference if our spirits remain broken. 18th marking, 10th Kulnir. We know that we can never again be the snow elves and live freely in this world. We will forever be in hiding in one form or another, but there is no reason we cannot live life with the sun and the wind against our skin. There are those here who are friends to us and plan to help us once the threat has ended. We know now to survive we must be born anew outside. We will appear as though we belong here inside, but inside we will carry our truth and our scars. And now the other one. Wait, what was the other one called? It's in... Come on. I don't see... Wait. Touching the Sky. Yep, that's it. Touching the Sky by Paramon Salador. Translated from Fulmer text by Calcimo of Markarth. Snowball has to do something about him. Many of the most dedicated snow elves once committed themselves to a tireless journey through the chantry to the inner sanctum. They carried with them the paramount desire to become one with their god Ariel, though all set out with the determination to prove their worth. Few were prepared for the trials that lay ahead, for the path to Ariel was not without its tribulations. The pilgrims struggled not only against the natural elements of the treacherous veil, but with a myriad of tests upon their faith and loyalty. It is told that many simply could not continue on the path for long before turning back. Some argue that the rebuke they endured upon their return was crueler than any punishment they may have lay ahead of them along the path. In their failed attempt, they were forced to live in the shadow of those who did continue on to achieve the great glory and honor of ascension into the light forever after. Their faith and loyalty in Ariel would be scrutinized, and their remaining days filled with shame and regret. Tales of those who reach the inner sanctum are not without their share of woes. It is said upon their arrival that many were mere shells of the person they had once been. Some were quite mad from sleeplessness, and starved to the point of frailty. By the end of their journey, the marvel that they had strength yet to carry their vessel and ascend the stairs of the temple was the last true testament of their loyalty. Regardless of each individual's tale, the final words remain eerily similar. It is said that every pilgrim ascended, bathed in light, a look of relief and contentment on their face. So, that was the trip through the veil. Snowball experienced a completely different trip. That was the last two translated books from Inside the Veil. Have a good day. Bye-bye.